Good morning and welcome back to the Knit Guru. Today, the aim is to actually talk some more because I haven't managed to do that over the last couple of days, because the day before yesterday was the last day of work and that was a mad rush to get out the door and get dressed and look nice. And then I spent the whole morning catching up on all the paperwork that I hadn't quite gotten done while I was concussed. So I think I'm now sorted for the year, which is kind of bonkers that it's taken so long, but I don't think I'm fully sorted. I know that there's still other stuff I've forgotten, but it can wait, or I'll fix it over the next wee bit as it comes back to me. And then we had the prize giving, and my nephew got some prizes, and that was nice. And then he sold some more of his chopping boards, so we may or may not be doing a market. It's a long story. Probably not. I think he sold out of all of his goods. And then it was yesterday. Oh, what else was it? It was the aftermatch function, so the end of year Christmas do. So we did that, but by the time I'd done that and I had to stay at work longer, I came home, I was out of it. We had pizza for tea. Domino's, so not even very interesting pizza. And then yesterday, I woke up in the morning with a hiss and a roar and decided to get started because it's the first official day of the holidays. And I rushed up to the house and I started undercoating things because I need to get the wardrobes done. I need to get the hot water cupboard done, and I've bought some hot pink paint. So I'm really excited to get at least that up. And I'm also very excited about getting the other colours as well, but this isn't a starting point. So I rushed through that, and there was a lot of climbing up on ladders. And then I ended up doing the entire bedroom with the rolling and the ceiling and the walls. And then I went and did all the cutting in around the next bedroom up on the ladder. Then I came back and I cleaned the bathroom top to bottom, scrubbed all the things, made lunch, and absolutely crashed completely. Like cold shakes under the blanket, 3 hours of sleep. So, overdid things a little. And then one of my students is fundraising to go to the Globe Theatre in July. He's been selected to represent New Zealand, and he's going off to London to perform on the Globe Theatre stage, which is incredible. It was his aim through school, and it's a long, difficult process to make that, and not everybody makes it, and he got there. So it's now a case of fundraising a stupid amount of money to get him there. I also might get the opportunity to go, which is very cool. If his boosted campaign is still running, I might pop that in the description. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to talk about, the Yarnie Awards. Now, the Yarnie Awards are coming up, and I think they're run from Zaddy Crafts and a couple of other, or Crochet Me Zaddy, and a couple of other people. But they do have a category for YouTuber under 10,000 subscribers, and I thought, you know what, I'm a YouTuber under 10,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll see if somebody wants to nominate me. So I'm going to bung that in the description if I remember. So if you'd like to nominate me for a Yarnie Award, 10 out of 10, I would 10 out of 10 not mind being nominated there at all. I've made some slightly overcooked breakfast wraps this morning. No blue cheese. It feels like I am in a much smaller category of people who like blue cheese. I love blue cheese. I love a creamy blue cheese. I love a sharp blue cheese. I love a blue cheese and cracker. I love a blue cheese, cracker, and like a beetroot relish on a wee cracker. Love a blue cheese and walnut roll. Macaroni and blue cheese, that's my specialty when I'm making individual macaroni cheese portions with a ridiculous amount of cream. There's no surprise as to why I'm fat. I'm blaming the concussion, but it's not the concussion. It's the cheese. I eat a lot of cheese. However, I understand other people don't like blue cheese. This is just cheddar, and hash browns and eggs and barbecue sauce, because I didn't trust the hollandaise, so I threw it out yesterday. You know how it is. So I'm going to eat my breakfast wraps and then wash the dishes, get dressed, because these are still my pyjamas with dogs on them, and go and paint. But not paint too much. On the exciting note, you will have seen that yesterday, not a brown shade. It's a green shade. I'm not sure how the green and the brown work together. And then this morning I've just pulled another green shade, but I haven't rolled it up into a ball yet, so I haven't even finished that YouTube short. I literally had to wake up and edit yesterday's video and go, there's not even a lot of footage from yesterday, so what the hell was I doing? You know, there's that. Yeah, and there were a lot of people around yesterday, but we've made a bit of a plan. We need to get everything done as much as possible so that mid-January we can get the electrician back, because electricians and plumbers are notorious for going on holiday until about the 10th of January. We can get them back and they can run the massive power cable to the solar shed and up to the house, and then hopefully we can be in by the start of February for school next year. That would be cool, which means that my job is now paint all the things, and Dave's job's install the kitchen, install the bathroom, build a solar shed, concrete the space for the gas bottles and the heat pump thing on the outside to go, install the hot water tank, install the fireplace, finish the outside stuff, book the electrician and plumber, work on a doorstep. Malaysia's job is paint all the things. Oh no, I also have to call up the flooring guy and make sure that I'm still okay with my choices of carpet and lino. I might have to change one of them. One of them I chose an industrial lino that has got a galaxy painting all the way through. It's cool, but I'm not sure that it's going to work. Well, I think it's going to work, but the look on everybody else's face was... It's the same about my, what do you call it, the hot pink wall. Anyway, I'm going to eat this, get working on stuff. I feel like this video is already longer than Friday's video, and all I've done is talk. And I haven't even rolled up any yarn. Hey boy, he's looking better. He hasn't been shaking in the last couple of days. However, he does have paint on his paw pads, which means I need to go and find out whether or not he's left paw prints through the house. And ceilings need 2 coats of paint. And I have to sit on the ladder to paint coving. It's okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Because I'm telling myself that top coats go on easier than undercoats. And my top coat's going to look lovely. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put my morning tea in the fridge. Yes. I think I'm done talking to you for now. Next time you see me, I will be wearing different clothing ready to paint, and the dishes will be done. So, you know, many things. I'll catch you soon. Okay, I'm up at the house. Today's plan, I am going to paint this room with the undercoat, and then I'll do the laundry. But I actually think what I'm going to start by doing is the coving in the laundry, because that involves standing on a ladder, and I know I get dizzier later. So if I start with some coving, and then I do some rolling, and then I call it for myself, that could be the go. And then by then, I think I will have finished this bucket of undercoat, which means I would be perfectly justified in painting the top coat on the wardrobes, and then working up to doing this room, because I want to paint this wall pink so badly. Well, actually I want to paint it well, but I'm looking forward to seeing colour on a wall, and I would like to have more colours by the time we get to the Christmas holidays. You know, the actual proper Christmas holidays, not the school Christmas holidays, so that on the public holidays I can paint. Yeah, I think that's the plan. That's my plan, yeah. Alright, here's my first complaint. This ladder, 180 kilos. So, you know, happy about that, because I weigh less than 180 kilos. Just. Do not stand on or above this step. or you can lose your balance. I'm not going to just use this step. Like, how do you just use the bottom step of a step ladder? Why even put the step in there? Why not make it a smaller thing if you're not supposed to step on the step? I'm 100% stepping on this. I haven't yet stepped on the top because I'm not an idiot. Jury's out as to whether I am an idiot, but really, what a stupid sticker. Alright, today's colour, this green, very cool, very nice, very like it. Now I've got some issues. I've got this pale green that I'm not so fond of. Do I continue on with some length here? Because I'm anticipating that much like the purple, it's just going to be 2 colours of green. But if it's not, no, it'll be 2 colours of green because there was 2 colours of purple. Yeah, no, that's only 2 colours of purple. And this one here led me to think green was coming. I wonder what's coming next. We'll never know. Right, so here's my Hamlet sweater, which is a good length. I like the length of my Hamlet one. Let's see if I can roughly lay this out, because I think I might need to put these stitches on hold, perhaps, and yeah, because it's long enough that I can do the band here. So either I do the band in green, or I do the band in black at the end. But in order to do the band in black at the end, I need to put it on hold and then pick up one of the sleeves with the green. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put these stitches on hold and pick up around the sleeve, which means I'm going to need a shorter cable. What if I've got a shorter one set up with a 4.5, and then I could just, yeah, I do want to put them on hold because I do want to, there's part of me that wants to try it on, and the other part of me that's like, it's fine, I don't need to try it on, I just need to knit a sleeve. Yeah, the other thing I want to do is to update my wee journal, because I did manage to fill it in the other day, but I haven't filled it in since because the week's been a bit nuts. But at least looking at my journal, I've picked the right cover to match the colourways, which is nice. And I did say that I'd find the picture that was the impetus. Is that the word I'm looking for? The picture that was the advertising for this Advent project. Yeah,